Finally, our Bini Beanies are just one heartbeat away from the peak of tonight's competition. But definitely not until they face the final test tonight. Ladies and gents, welcome to the question and answer portion where questions are based from this year's theme. This portion is on the spot where the judges will be asked to prepare their questions before the event. They have been asked actually, and all the questions are in this fishbowl right here. They are actually numbered from 1 to 16, and each Bini Beanie will have to pick one out. And each girl will be given 45 seconds to answer the question. Let's call in Bini Beanie 1. Good evening, Bini Beanie 1.
Good evening,
Okay,
sir.
as I've said earlier, Bini Beanie 1, each one of you is going to pick a number. Okay, so why don't you go pick a number? Kindly state your number, Bini Beanie.
Number 10.
Number 10, interesting. Okay, listen up, Bini Beanie 1. Here's your question. Where do beauty pageants stand this pandemic? I will repeat the question for you. Where do beauty pageants stand this pandemic?
We are now facing the biggest problem right now, and that is the pandemic. And I do believe that no one can handle this perfectly. Ladies and gentlemen, beauty pageant is a great platform where we can inspire a lot of people and where we can equip to know their worth and to empower them that they can be a catalyst of change. Beauty pageant is a great platform where we can spread awareness and address current issues. And as a Binibini, I would like to use this platform to be share my advocacy, and that is the mental health awareness. Ladies and gentlemen, we all deserve to heal and grow. Thank you.
We heard you, Bini Beanie 1. That was awesome. Thank you so much. Ladies and gents, make way for Bini Beanie 2. Magandang gabi, Bini Beanie 2. Why don't you go pick a number first? Okay, I haven't even asked her to reply. Bini Beanie 2, good evening to you.
Good evening, sir.
You're looking stunning tonight.
Thank you, sir.
And what is your number?
I picked number 3.
Number 3. Okay, here's your question, Bini Beanie 2. What is the one gift that a Miss Quirino can offer her beloved province? Again, what is the one gift that a Miss Quirino can offer her beloved province?
Thank you. To be Miss Quirino is a commitment of a lifetime. You are committed to make an impact to the society, and you should always be an epitome of pure heart and dedication. I always believe that successful tourism of our province doesn't only depend to its beautiful geographical sceneries, but of course, its diverse ethnicities. As Miss Quirino, I want us to be unified amidst a diversity and differences in life. I want to share my advocacy, of course, to be entitled as the Miss Quirino tonight. Thank you.
Wow, said with so much confidence. Congratulations, Bini Beanie 2. Why don't we call in the next Bini Beanie, and that would have to be Bini Beanie 3. Good evening, asin naimbag nga rabi ikinyam, Bini Beanie 3. Do you speak Ilocano, by the way?
Opo.
Of
Yes,
course, because you're
when?
from here. How can you not know Ilocano when it's our first language here, right? Okay, so Binibining 3, kindly pick a number first before anything else. I can't wait to find out what the question would be. What is your number, my dear?
Number 7.
Number 7. Interesting. Lucky 7. Do you believe that it is already time to reopen tourism destinations to revive the economy? Why or why not? Again, do you believe, Binibining 3, that it is already time to reopen tourism destinations to revive the economy? Why or why not?
It is not already time to reopen our tourist destination because the country will never be a country without its people. It is a must to choose our people because the only thing that we can do now is to help each other hand in hand, because I strongly believe that if we work together this time, we can all be survive within this battle. That would be all. Thank you so much.
I just love the spontaneity in there. Binibining 3. Okay, we're so happy to hear from you. Binibining 4 is next. Let's find out what the question would be for Binibining 4. How are you feeling tonight, Binibining 4? Is everything okay? Yeah, you look pretty much okay. Go pick a number first, please. And your number is?
6.
Number 6, just right next to number 7. Nowadays, beauty pageants are not just about beauty, but it's also a battle of advocacies. If you would win today, how can you help to boost the tourism industry of Quirino despite the pandemic? Let me restate the question. Nowadays, beauty pageants are not just about beauty, but it's also a battle of advocacies. If you win today, how will you be able to help boost the tourism industry of Quirino despite the pandemic?
Good evening, everyone. COVID-19 has brought us in a very challenging situation. There are people who died and a lot of sacrifices have been made by every living individual. But despite of everything, we still manage to celebrate this kind of occasion. And if we work together for the development of everyone and not for the only one, I know that Quirino will become a better. And Quirino is the best place to be. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Binibining 4, ladies and gents. Now comes Binibining 5. Hello there, lovely Binibining 5.
Hello.
How are you
po.
feeling right now?
I'm kind of nervous.
Nervous but excited at the same time, I'm sure.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, because you're just a moment closer to the crown.
Yes.
So why don't you go pick a number first and foremost? And your number is?
Number 5.
Number 5. I like the sequence of the number. 765. Okay. And that is your number. Okay, lucky you. Here it is. What was your biggest struggle, this COVID-19 pandemic, and how did it shape you to become the person that you are now? Let me say that again. What was your biggest struggle, this COVID-19 pandemic, and how did it shape you to become the person that you are now?
As a future educator and a paragon of virtue, I do believe that the pandemic has drastically changed our lives in a lot of ways. It has affected millions of people and livelihoods throughout the country. Because we are all just struggling to cope and survive, we need to start with taking part in tangible solutions and demanding urgent actions from all of us. Furthermore, the pandemic brought a gigantic challenge in the education system since we have to do our lessons virtually and not in the four corners of the room. And as a future educator, I am very much affected with the new normal since I have to deal with the development of every learners and online class is not possible for every learners. But despite the challenges, I developed the ability of being adaptive, being versatile, and being sympathetic to the situation. And always remember that we can't go back to the normal, but we can always build a new one. Thank you so much.
Whoa. Thank you, Bini Beanie 5. Well, what can I say? Hearing her say something like that shouldn't come as a surprise because she is a future educator herself. I'm sure she will make a good one. Here we go with Bini Beanie 6. How are you doing, Binibining 6?
I'm feeling better than yesterday.
That is so good to hear. That's music to our ears, by the way. Wow. Okay, you may now go pick a number, my dear. And then you gotta tell us what number you picked.
Number 15.
Number 15. And here is your question, my dear. Binibining 6. In your own opinion, if you were to rate the current government, what grade will you give them in dealing with this global pandemic? Were they able to handle the problems brought about by COVID-19? I'll say it again. In your own opinion, how will you rate the current government? And what grade will you give them in dealing with this global pandemic? Were they able to handle the problems brought about by COVID-19?
We are where we are right now because of the fatherly leadership that the congressman and the governor has given us. And I believe that they handled the pandemic so much well because they were able to instill discipline in us Kailians, and I believe that we can be better. We can heal once and for all, and in due time we can conquer this pandemic. Sulong pa more, mahal kong Quirino.
Thank you, Binibining 6. Isn't that so positive? Okay, maybe she's just being appreciative, and it pays to be appreciative, right? I love it. Let us give them another round of applause, our lovely Binibinis. Ladies and gents, the best is yet to come, so don't you guys think about going anywhere because you might miss out on tonight's highlights. Coming your way is another set of special awards.